Hey guys, it's your girl London here. So I'm getting ready to do a sew-in, but this is going to be a little different. I am actually going to be using this wig cap, this braiding one. I have never used it before, so I do not know what to expect. But my daughter's hair is really thick, and so I'm hoping that this is going to save on the braid down process. Maybe I can do like maybe 4 big braids or something of that sort and actually do all my sewing onto this. So we're going to see how this goes. If this does not go well, then I'm going to take the cap off and we're going to do the regular cornrows as usual. So y'all guys stay tuned if you want to see how I make this work or don't work. So first I need to decide how I'm going to actually braid her hair down. She is actually natural and her hair was blown out. I did like a silk press. So that's why it's as straight as it is. I'm going to leave a little bit of leave out, and the hair I'm actually going to be using is this Italian curly hair right here. And we're going to be using 22, 20, and 18. So just a little bit of leave out, of course, because her natural hair texture isn't like this. And I'm not leaving any leave out in the back. So if she decides to pull it up, she can either put a headband on or she can wear a low ponytail. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so on a previous video, not that y'all need to see me, but on a previous video, I did a rubber band technique right in her part area because her hair was so thick and I didn't want the tracks to slip, but I wanted it to lay really, really flat. But because we're doing like a wavy hair, I don't mind it having a little bit of bump up in here, just so that it has some texture. I don't want it to look smooth and then go into a wavy pattern, if that makes sense. So this is why I braided her hair a little differently this time. Not much different, but a little different. I'm going to take these 2 pieces and secure those, and then I'm going to put some netting on her hair. Mainly, usually I always do anyway, but I'm going to put netting on her hair also because it's straight right now, but I know later in the future when she goes to shampoo it and stuff, this hair is going to swell. So the net is going to help to keep it flat so that the braids don't swell, and then she ends up with a big bulky sew-in. So as usual, y'all know I use this to go ahead and make certain that I oil her scalp. And then I'm also going to put a little bit of cream product on her actual hair. And it's going to lay all those flyaways down. And this also gives relief to the scalp. I've probably never mentioned it before, but usually after braiding, the hair is very tight. And so this definitely gives relief to the scalp, preventing some of that tension right before sewing in. So I'm using that. And then I'll be using, not the grease, but the cream. This is a triple repair African Pride. And as you see, almost all of that is going on, if you can see that. But I'll be using some of that as well. And not much, just enough to lubricate the actual hair. Okay, so I will be back once I've added her net on and begin the sewing process. Alright you guys, so I have already put her net on, and I didn't do a wig net, I just didn't have one. So this is how I got it on, and I've anchored it all the way down. So I'm going to go ahead and do her install. I have more than enough videos with install, so y'all don't have to watch that, but I'll come back with the finish and you guys let me know what you think. Alright, so I am done with the first bundle, and this is how much it covered. And might I add, she does have a small head, so it probably wouldn't come up as high up as on someone else. But I did go all the way to the bottom. And that's how her bottom is actually. So if she wanted to pull it in a high ponytail, she pretty much could, because it really doesn't show much of anything. And usually this fuzz around here gets a lot more fuzzier, so it probably will cover the tracks. So I'm going in now with my second bundle, and this is a 20-inch, and this is the Italian curly. And if you guys are interested in hair, let me know, because I can get you the goods. So I'm going to go ahead and install this, and this should do a little bit more, and then I'm going to go in with my 18 on the top. So be back. Alright, so I have installed the second bundle, and this is as much as it covered. And so I just have this small little section left, and I'm going to be using my 18-inch Italian curly hair to finish that. And then once I'm done with that, I'm just going to probably put some heat and probably just spiral and blend these in. And then what you can do to maintain is just put some rods in it at night and keep it going. So we'll see you back shortly. Alright, so the install is done, as you can see here. So I finished it. And so I'm just going to take this out and blend her hair, and then we're done. Also, the entire time of the sewing, I did not double the track. I did them individually. It does take a little bit longer, but it lays a lot flatter and it gives you better coverage too. So, see you in a few. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to use my wand curl, and I'm going to go ahead and wand curl this hair and then just blend it through. But just to kind of let you see how long her hair actually extends over the actual hair itself. And again, this is 18, 20, and 22. And I'm not going to put much product or anything on the actual hair itself. It looks really, really good. So if I need to, I'll do that afterwards. But for now, I'm just going to leave it as is. And of course, when I do my wand curl, and I've already got product added to her hair. I actually had put it on before braiding. But I'm just going to take small sections. And I'm going to do it downward so that the smaller end is to the bottom of the hair. And this iron gets really, really hot, so I'm not going to leave this in her hair long at all. And I'm going to actually put a little bit of a light spritz on it to kind of hold it. And then what she'll do later on in the evening is actually rod it and let it stay until in the morning. So, be back with the finish. Tell her she could smile for the camera. So, I have already done all the wand curls. So, I'm just going to gently just kind of separate them, just blend them in with the hair. And after that, we are actually done. So I did all around the hairline as well, just to kind of blend it in, even though that'll stay tucked behind. And I may put just a little bit of edge control around there, but for the most part, I'll probably leave that straight. I don't want to bother it too much because it is natural. So if I do put the edge control, once it gets old, it's going to revert. So I'd rather kind of just leave it the way it is and not do the edge control right now. As the sewing gets a little older, I'll start resorting more to the edge control. And I'm just splitting these in two, not a whole lot. And that is pretty much it, you guys. Hold your head up, come for me. So the hair is nice. This is the amount of hair that I had remaining, so not much. So I put as most of the bundles as I could. I thought to double it to cram everything, but you know, it's overkill. So I'll let her stand up so that you can take a view of the entire style itself. But tilt your head down. So it's really good. I mean, you just go in there and make sure that you have it spaced and covered right at the roots. And you can also do a little back combing, a little bit of teasing in there as well. So if the client's hair is a little thinner or not as thick with covering, you could also do that as well. So I'll put some holding spray on her hair and oil sheen, and we are set. So thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you guys in another video. Don't forget, rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, share this video. If you know somebody who could benefit from this style, or even if you have a stylist you want to show it to and you want your hair like that, let them see the video. The more people, the more better. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, don't forget to follow me on my social media at Epitome of London.